Hello. Okay, the bot's not quite awake yet. But everything else is... It's Thursday and we're doing Power Wash. I know, the world is coming to an end. No, I'm just mixing things up. Because I want to be slightly more awake for doing promo games at the weekend. And there we go, there's the bot. Voila. It's Cozy Thursday. We're renaming to Cozy Thursday. God, I got a lot of emails. Deal with them later. Right, so... yeah. We've got a promo on Saturday. And... I know, right? Story time on Sunday still. And some giveaways over the weekend. But for now, we are going to do power washing. Because also I am a tiny bit tired. It's been... Oh, hi from a train. Hi, Leaky on a train. And also hi, Dan and Milo with the... We are... Actually, go back. We're nearly 3/4 of our way through this career mode. Oh, at some point, you know. Well, there's still some extra stuff, bonus maps and free play, and well, free play is what we'll need to do probably to do that one we missed with the pushing the ball up the slide. And yeah, we're cleaning a monster truck, so let's have a look. Oh, and see. I don't know how late. Complete the tires first. Okay, I don't know how late I'm going to go tonight. Fair enough. That's why I'm doing this, because there's not really any like time constraints and it's easy enough to you know, say at the end of this, you know, job I'm going to finish. Basically. So yeah. Sarah Sawatis, main hangar, Blake private. Wait, not the hangar, because they said we could use the hangar. So on a sofa, what a coincidence. So, the search for Ulysses the cat has finally been called off, though not before we chased every wild goose out there. Even old Frida in the lighthouse claimed she saw him in the distance, speeding across the rocks, faster than any animal she'd ever seen, though when I pressed her and asked if he'd had wheels, she looked down at her feet and nodded. Anyway, we were driving back to base when a group of miners, furious at not being paid by the mayor, blocked the road and symbolically poured a load of concrete all over the monster truck. How that solves their problems is anyone's guess, but it sure gives you a heck of a job to do. Wow, we're getting off concrete? Any chance you can clean the town's monster truck? Some prize donuts have poured concrete all over it. Okay, so we need to do the tires first. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so let me balance the audio. Okay, let me know if that's going to be too loud. Okay, Axel's bull barn. Cat. Meow. Tires. This one has drains. And also of course, it has a gnome and a football. And a TV and sofa as well. And for some reason, a Nerf gun? Plunger gun? Don't know. No, I'm not going to do it on a Tuesday. That would be too confusing. Do you want to hear some of the crazy theories about the missing cats that we heard out on the street? Sure. You're not gonna tell me until I get to like something percent cleaned though, are you? The mucking in files where I go back in time and then clean up the tyres and then muck everything up. So I'm pouring the concrete and putting the mud and the, you know, thing on things. I've had way too many acronyms today, so I had a brief blurb over what the heck is PWC. I read it as PWC, so that didn't help either. So yeah, anyway, how's everyone's week been so far? You don't know where the week has gone. I mean, I understand that feeling. I feel like I need to stand on the steppy stool. I mean, come on, why can't I just put the steppy stool down? Thank you. Ah, you did the social thing. Fair enough. Social things are tiring. These tires are really awkward to clean. There we go. I am personally a little confused how it is Thursday already, but I understand that is how weeks work, so... Okay, well you should have some water if you are thirsty. Hydration is important. You have a lurid pink variant of Tango. Oh! Remind me what it's called, because I think I've had that one and it's actually really quite nice. I got it specifically because it was lurid pink and I was like, I need to see if this, well, makes my tongue go pink, which, you know, I know. Is a silly thing. Berry peachy, yes, it is really nice. But yeah, it's so virulently pink. It's like almost fluorescent. Yeah. I could see that. Some folks think a shady organisation is sacrificing the cats to the volcano to prevent an imminent eruption. Okay. I would think sacrifice of cats would anger the gods. Apparently all fingers are currently pointed at Marvin from the old boys club. Utterly ridiculous, but it's gaining traction in rural communities. So I've been watching Picard season 2. Because everyone kept going, have you seen Picard? Season 3 is amazing. I'm like, I haven't watched season 2 yet. And I'd heard that season 2 wasn't as good. And this just goes to show that I really should take other people's reviews with a pinch of salt. Because I'm kind of enjoying it so far. Though the first episode was very confusing timeline-wise. And I could have done without it, you know, giving me freaking timeline sickness. Because it was bipping all over the place. It was like, is this present day? Is this future? Is this... I think it was all actually at the same time, but like there were some weird flashbacky dreamy things, and it was just, this is bizarre. So yeah, so I'm finally catching up with that because I have to watch them in order, and I'd already watched season 1, which, although I really love Picard, and obviously, you know, I want to normalize having, like, you know, older actors in, and Patrick Stewart is a god, I don't think it was amazing. It didn't really, like, have, you know, it was good, but it wasn't brilliant, and I was kind of annoyed by the ending. However, I am enjoying season 2, and we'll see how season 3 goes. So if I can jump up here and then jump up there, that's better. So that's my verdict. But it's like, my backlog is ridiculous, but like at least 3 people had gone, have you seen the new season of Picard? It's like, okay. And then my brother was like, have you seen the new season of Picard? And I'm like, clearly that's my next thing. I didn't forget about it, it just season 2 came out, and I was still kind of pissed off at the ending of season 1, so I didn't really, you know, feel like watching more at the time. And then I didn't so much forget about it, I just kept on putting it off. Where's my stools? Why can I not just put the stool down there? I mean, seriously. But yeah, I'd seen clips on TikTok and I was like, oh, is this the new season? No, it's season 2. And I was like, oh. Actually, I got to the bit where I saw the clip and I was like, I wanted to see this episode. So I'm glad. Anyway, it's, yeah. It's a thing. I kind of need to put the... There. There we go. Right. That was just freaking awkward. Yeah, it's interesting how it's got, like, you know, things to absorb the water, but there's no water. It just instantly evaporates. The vegan community suspects that the secret ingredient of the American hamburger. There's been a statement from Ella herself denying it, telling them to stick their celery when the sun don't shine. Why does it say oops on the bottom? Ella claims her burger's unique flavour is its extraordinarily high salt content. But yes, why does it say oops on the bottom of this? I mean, I feel like, is it a oops like escape hatch type situation? Also, if this was covered in concrete, this should be a lot harder to clean, really. To be fair, there was also quite a long gap between season 1 and then season 2 coming out, so if, you binge watched all of season 1 and then, there was nothing to watch, so it's okay to forget about it then. Can't expect to remember something between seasons. Yep, there is. And, yep, same. I don't remember, when the multiverse event happened, it just sort of all went a bit wonky. I've got a whole bunch of Flash and stuff still as well that I just, and DC Legends. It just all went a bit, I mean, it's fine. It just, just you had to sort of watch all of the disparate parts, and that can be tricky when they're not all out at the same time in the same streaming place and stuff, FM. It's another power. Any chance we can get down to the carnival? Our Ferris wheel is getting super spicy. Ooh. Everyone at Rhodey's Biker Shack thinks all cats are aliens and on some kind of recon mission to Earth, and they finally got their intel and gone back home. I mean, I like that idea, except why did they do this? This is literally shaped like a cat. Apparently we should expect an invasion of extraterrestrial super cats in a few months. Yeah, GG Space Cats. Am I wearing my Space Cats t-shirt today? No, my t-shirt today is Otter Space, not Space Cats. I do have a Space Cats t-shirt. That would have been weirdly coincidental had I been wearing that one. I really wish I'd had my Space Cats t-shirt on now. Cat butt. There is a ladder, but, you know, platforming. My own theory? Cats go over wherever dinner's best. Maybe it's some sort of Pied Piper situation. Someone somewhere probably out in the sticks. There's some real nice tuna steaks. I'm all rolling up for a while. Pussies. Hi, Hevo. Your job is awesome. Thank you for asking. Cat butt. didn't think my brain would be up to too much after absorbing lots of information, so that's why we are power washing. Well, that was easy. Where's my tea? There's my tea. Truck looks magnificent. Great job. Just in the nick of time. Just had a fresh sighting from Dredge Deep. Don't you undo all my hard work. Now we have to clean the Ferris wheel. Oh. All right. Okay. Ride around the Ferris wheel with a gnome. Allow me to introduce Breestrobe at the recreation ground. Allow me to introduce Transmaster, the world's first techno Ferris wheel. Going to be powering it with our epic 10,000 watt generator that we had in the garage from the old rave days. We'll sync it up to change tempo with every banging tune. It's going to be mega. When the breakbeats kick in, it'll go absolutely bananas. That sounds really unsafe. Got the old generator hooked up currently, so feel free to turn it on if you need a bit of rotation action. We'll open the rave generator once you're done. Bring it. Okay. So, we need the gnome. Or a gnome. Hey, look, the Helter Skelter looks great. Where's the merry-go-round? Oh, there he is. We went right past it. Apparently it was right next to it. Interesting. Really sorry, trying to sort out some even motivational tunes for you, but the rave generator's playing now. Anyone know where the gnome is? I shall wash these so I know when we've been round them all. Wonderful, wonderful graffiti. Because the gnome might be in one of these buckets. Someone's splashed pink paint inside of that one. And with handprints. Right, so it's not in there. Where is it? Okay. Someone was here. Okay, we're gonna play Hunt the Gnome. 20p. There's a fire over there. Is that? Oh, that's the volcano. Ah! Found the gnome. Whoops. absolute picker of a track from Asterix Winks that I can't wait to hit you with, okay? Please don't put any jives on when I'm literally in the thing, because I think that would be slightly scary. I'm going to float her into the cosmos when you hear this, okay? Oh yeah, I forgot that I put the pause button on for my last stream. Well, the last Power Wash stream. And I forgot to check how that turned out. And I'm only thinking that because I'm like, I should probably take a short break and stretch. Yes, pause button. For the cats. Though, if you are being serious, no. So it's when I take a break, the VOD that I upload to YouTube doesn't have, 5 minutes of break time, which is less interesting to people. Did all of these things just take, like, a bath in the mud? Or was there a mud storm? So is it Dye and Bry? Or Dee and Bree? Do we reckon? Could be Dye and Bry. It's Brian, or it could be Brie if it's Brianna. No, not looking good for the music, mate. Nope, the rave generators are gone. Sorry, so sorry. Nope, I'm okay with that. I do not want it to suddenly start rapidly rotating. Right. Okay, we're gonna have a quick break. Oh. So I can stretch, because otherwise I'll get stuck in the same position. So I will be right back. Feel free to stretch, hydrate, etc. yourself. I'm back. Oh. Okay. Right. Let us continue. Sorry, almost forgot to check my tablets. Whoops. Whoa, that was orange. Collapses on the sofa. Ah, you made it home. Again, don't think it's a good idea firing water at the electrics. Yes, exactly what you just said, Leaky. It's fine. To be fair, I think I'd have done it even if it hadn't been something I needed to clean, just, you know, because I like causing chaos. Hi, Aaron. Homemade food, that sounds nice. We are here for the ASMR and the spraying water at electrics. Though in the game, not in real life. You are sleepy. I am on the verge of sleepy, I think. But I did get a fairly decent night's sleep last night, which makes a change, but that's one after, like, you know, 1 to 2 weeks of poor sleep and insomnia, so, you know, it's not gonna last that long. No, don't try this at home. Disclaimer, this should not be tried at home. You are sleepy, but you're going to play games for another 3 hours. Okay, fair enough. What's everyone playing right now? Or not literally right now, but what's everyone playing at the moment? Did I at least get to read many books? No, because I was trying desperately to sleep, so I had my eyes closed. I listened to, you know, a couple, but the book narrator people in the audiobooks don't read as fast as I read, so, you know, it's more like then 1 book every week instead of, you know, 1 book every night. How should you clean your generators? I don't know. Very carefully. You should definitely turn them off first and not have them running. That would be my first advice. Don't have them running. And then, you know, try a damp cloth rather than water. But yes, no, if It was because I was stubbornly trying to sleep, so, you know, the whole, well, if I close my eyes, then it'll totally work. It didn't. So, yeah. Ow! Carlton City Transportation Network offers exciting water opportunity at the emerging infrastructural subway facilities. Ferris wheel may have surpassed my health sculpture as the tallest ride at Bengaluru Carnival, but can it cycle through 12 customers a minute? Should it? Should it cycle through that many customers? That seems like an excessive amount of customers a minute. Theoretically, it could. If you don't want the centrifugal force to, like, spin them all off into outer space. Right, okay. So we've definitely done that part. Yuck. Got that side of the stairs. You're close to finishing a 7:35 piece in Alice. Oh, excellent. How many hours has that taken you? Because I think it took me about 4. Though, I mean, mine was playing the Little Prince one, but, you know, same principle. Pun intended. Not intended. I don't know, maybe the pun was intended, I don't know, I'm kind of tired. What? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I place this that it's going to be in the best position to clean while I read that really long message. Oh my god, they stopped the ride because of high winds and oh, that is not good. Yeah, this one, it's way too easy to get stuck inside the roller coaster cars because you've clipped into it. Ball throwing. Ah. Hi, Milo. Aww. I've seen cats playing with lions on TikTok. It's cute. It's like, I also want to pet the danger floof. Homemade chocolate covered donuts? Oh, nom nom nom. Oh, that sounds amazing. Did you bring any to share with the class? Oh, do you have one of those like deep fryer donut things? Or is there I don't know if there's another way of making them at home. I am very jealous. Why can't I have homemade chocolate covered donuts? So wait, because I don't know how to make them. But yeah. Deep fryer. Ah, very jealous. Yeah, my friend had one, has one, and we made raspberry donuts one time, which was really nice. Though they were much better hot than they were cold. Like straight, pretty much straight out the fryer. Obviously not literally straight out the fryer. We'd have burnt ourselves, but oh, damn it! I fell out. Hi, Jesse. Yeah, we did that half an hour ago because I was like, okay, I've hydrated and I've been listening to water spraying for an hour and a half. I need the loo. I also need more hydration, but yeah. How are you doing? Yes, a while ago. I got the achievements for riding round. I had to go find the gnome, which was at the top of the stairs. Stairs? Slide. But yes, we've done the monster truck and got the achievement on that one. And yeah, doing this one. See, there's a gnome. Okay, all I can see is breakfast and scrambled eggs right now. I think I've done that one as well. Okay, you're just making me hungry, and I've just eaten steak. This is unfair. It's like I am full. I had tasty, tasty food. But no, you're making me really hungry. Sushi. Yeah. Sushi, I like looking at pretty sushi. The idea of eating it weirds me out somewhat. There we go, that's the one I was trying to clean before and fell out of. As you can see, it's half done. No, feel free to stay in and, yes, raw fish. The concept of raw weirds me out. But it's a personal thing. It's not a anti-sushi thing because I really like the look of it. It's like it's so pretty, but I just don't think I can personally eat it. It's not even particularly gross. It's a texture thing. I have a thing with eggs, and I have a thing with raw fish, or raw meat, or of any kind, to be fair. It's a sensory thing. That's basically autism. Lasagna rolls. Ah, I see. I can't have shrimp. Seafood allergy. Um, imitation crab. I don't know. I don't know. That just sounds weird. Um, cucumber. I mean, yes. I've made them with tuna mayo. Obviously cooked tuna. Like a normal, but rolled up. So it's basically like cannelloni, which is basically a lasagna roll. Steamed or tempura. Oh, chicken. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's hard for me to new foods. Add new foods. As much as I'm like, I really want to have new foods. It's just hard for me to assimilate them. Yeah, I have got sushi rice in a little press, and I have made my own little the ones that look like triangles with a little bit of seaweed. Except it's not seaweed because I didn't have any seaweed. So I have had sushi, just not real sushi, fake English sushi. I made a thing with sushi rice and called it sushi. But I wouldn't want to insult, actual sushi by calling it real sushi. No, calling my sushi real sushi. Yes, I would not want to do that. Yeah. But yeah, there's something about breakfast and not rewind. I feel like I'm not efficiently doing these. Maybe I need to go back up and go around and just spray this middle bit. You picked up drugs! The good kind or the prescribed kind? Make of that sentence what you will. I feel like I may need some sort of ladder at some point. Also that I need to get in a different bucket. Hi, Mr. Goodham. The prescribed expensive kind. Oh no, those are the worst. Nah, I fell off. I know, right? Coming in, talking about all the amazing food they've made, and not even checking it. What a rotter. Making us hungry and everything. Then I had the energy to do lots and lots of home cooked food. I do not have the energy current. Mind you, I didn't even have the energy when I was off, you know, when I was off work because I was having a break. So it would be very unlikely that I'd have the energy, you know, ever. What I totally need is, you know, a partner who can do that and then is willing to, like, you know, just cook me food and nothing else. Oh wait, I could pay someone to do that. Tea, coffee, and biscuits. I can do that. Checking the view of the volcano from the top of the wheel. Yes, I did, because I was like, something's on fire. I was like, no, 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 that's the volcano. Especially when it's smoking like it is right now. Supposed to do that, right? I don't know what I landed on, but I got a bit more of this thing. I feel like it would be much more efficient if I had a ladder or like this. Mostly I just like talking about food. Because, you know, you can talk about food and you have no sensory issues. Well, unless you have sensory issues talking about food. But I personally don't get sensory issues. I just then, you know, like hearing about other people's amazing food. So, you know, it's like a win-win. Except when it makes me hungry and it's like, God damn it, I ate. And how did I miss one of these sides of the... I thought it was a star. Obviously I missed one of the sides of the star. But yes, 3,000 miles for food is probably a little bit too far. Yes, that would be cool. And you know, if I'm ever in America, I could totally come visit. I sadly just don't see myself traveling there, but unless for work, maybe. You know, there is a possibility, you know, that work-based trips might come in and I could, like, combine the two things. Right, let's go a little bit further up. Don't know. I won't say never. But yeah, because, you know, we totally need to play Chariot. That's a reason to spend, you know, however much money on a ticket and come all the way out to a country. Well, there's a small possibility that GDC next year. I don't know how it's decided who goes. You know, assuming that the work goes amazingly, like I hope it will, and I pass my probation. And that they don't, you know, suddenly think that they've made a massive mistake hiring me. I don't think that's a likely possibility, but you know, never say never, as I just said. I'd like to hope that they like me. Well, that I'm still good at my job. I suppose liking doesn't really come into it, does it? To be good at what I do. Oh, I went all the way up to the top and then I'm done. Okay. You made yourself hungry. Oh my gosh. Oh. I mean, I've got a can of Pringles just sitting here. That's totally, tasty, nutritious, equivalent type food, right? Yeah. Sometimes you just need the MSG. Yeah. I shopped while I was hungry, so I got, Sour Patch Kids and chocolate bar and Pringles. Which, to be fair, was a lot less damage than it could have been with the, oh my god, I'm hungry and I'm shopping. So, I got off lightly. How can you still be hungry after the donuts and the spicy pulled pork and the breakfasty thing? Hi, Lady McGree. We're talking about food. As always, on one of my streams, we always seem to end up talking about food at some point. Have I played Murderous Muses yet? No, I am streaming it on Saturday instead of Power Washed, which is why I'm doing Power Wash now. I was going to do it today, but then I was like, I'm going to be a little bit too tired to give it justice. Yeah. I really expect that I am going to love it. Bot stand no chance. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Is that like a lady whatever her name is? The long-legged lady from the Resident Evil thing. Oh my gosh, really? That is very cool. If there are seeds, can I do a speed run like Jessie does? Ah. No, that is very cool. I like that idea. That's thinking, that's using the big brain. Well, it only randomly generates who the killer is, which is great. Okay, so now the question is, how do I get the middle stuff? Okay, how do I put the ladder down when I haven't got anything to ladder? Ah, I can get the sign with the ladder. Okay, fine. I'll do this to get the top of the sign. I did wonder why the sign hadn't been created. I don't know beyond Coastring. Did you have any thoughts? No, I want to wait till the one comes around that I haven't finished cleaning. Oh. No, I fell out. I mean, options are we finish Raptor Boyfriend. Or we start We Were Here Forever. Or we do some Minecraft. Yeah, but it's less of a thing, you know. I don't mind just doing. I don't need to do Minecraft to get an achievement necessarily. And I'm quite happy to load up a level where you need a thing. I might need to buy the long extension. At least the bars of the thing aren't orange, so therefore impossible to see where there's still left. Hey, we're actually not doing too bad. Okay, pod frame and platform trim. And platform trim. Oh, I've got 0 of them. Ah. Maybe it's a underneath thing. Yeah, it's an underneath thing. I didn't do too badly then. It's taken a goodly long while, but... Oh, what did I blooped? Superstar! Ow, my knee! 150 stars in career mode. The first wheel is roasting. You're a legend, just in the nick of time too. With the rave generator blowing, we've had to stick with the original one, and the classic vibe of the artwork really fits with the slower pace. Techno Ferris wheel was probably a terrible idea anyway, so I'm turning my attention to Crackers Keith, the world's first techno caterpillar roller coaster. Oh god, that sounds terrible. Clean the subway. Oh, this one has 2,000. This feels like a long time. This feels like a long time, doesn't it? It is. So we've just got the long extension to buy, but I'm saving that because that'll be an easy achievement. And having all of the cleaning liquids, which we've used the metal cleaner, I think, like twice. So, we could clean a bit. It's going to be a good 3 hours. Yeah, I was just going to say, we could start it. And then pick it up again next time we stream. This. Commissioner Barry Onyx. Muckingham subway station. Owing to the steady reputational rise of Muckingham, Caldera City Transportation Network is excited to announce the reopening of its subway links to this vibrant town. We'd like you to deplane the platform area ahead of the grand unveiling. Please note that whilst much of the graffiti in the facility could be said to possess artistic merit, we would like you to remove it all. Okay. Yes, we will not be playing 3 hours. Definitely not. And this is not a, well, you know, I might change my mind. It's definitely, we're not. Perhaps you would like some interesting statistics on our railroad systems while you work. Cool, sure. You're gonna make me wait until I get to, like, percentages, aren't you? Oh, I forgot to check. Complete the advertising booths first. Advertising boards. Okay, right. We can... Okay, we should probably just highlight it, shouldn't we? Advertising boards. Ah, right, okay. Thing I checked, I went, hang on a minute. It says meow, meow, meow. That's what the graffiti says on this one. That was his dirty always. Catman, dirty always. I'll clean up Caldera City and beyond. Jeff Jefferson, the 12th or whatever it is. Funfair has some sort of strong man possibly, or possibly an elephant. Graffiti, can't tell. New for 84! How long's this subway thing been here? Driving me nuts. Esther Diaz! Oh my gosh. It's like linking back to all of the other things we've done. We washed this car. Maybe the cat just went back in time. That's what happened. No one said that. We've not had a chance to do the stadium. The Dirt Championship. So maybe that's the town secret. Time travel. Time traveling cats. Maybe the mayor's cat is actually the mayor's cat's father. Or mother. No one else feel like contributing to conspiracy theories? I suppose if you've played the game, you kind of know what the secret is, so. But I'm nearing the end, I think. The mayor's buggered off on his boat. There we go. Yes, you know too much. Okay, fine. I know nothing. I mean, also true, but, you know. The new DLC. What, the Tomb Raider and Final Fantasy DLC? Really? Oh no, there's a new one. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were kidding. Because we joked about, you know, going back in time and putting mud on everything. I didn't realise you were talking about a real DLC. You did mention it earlier. I honestly thought you were joking about it thing. Sorry. I mean, more things to wash is always good in my book. But I guess it depends what you were expecting out of it. Okay, no one likes the smell. At least I don't have to wash the boards. Yeah, exactly. Washing is fab. No one likes this map, apparently. Two free and two paid DLC. Oh my gosh, more Power Wash. I hope it brings more achievements. That would be cool. How am I? I am good. Slightly tired because I just started my new job. Oh, little vehicles you wanted locations. Yeah, you should get to watch that power plant that I've played like 15 million times in the first act. The Midgar thingy. But yeah. How long did it take you? Yeah, I haven't actually managed to finish Final Fantasy VII yet. So I don't actually remember the name of that particular location. I played the beginning of it so many times. But yeah, I never actually got to finish it. We had an accident with the save file when I played it originally. So yeah, got quite a way through, and then I've never really been able to get back to actually finishing it off because and I've played the beginning, yeah, as I said, lots. I do have a save file which at least has the you can go fast cheats and skip the battles cheats, which I appreciate because I got so fed up with them damn random encounters on the Xbox, but I haven't gone back to it since I started, really. But yeah, I am definitely up for more DLC. I hope the paid DLC at least has achievements. I was quite upset in the, you know, not really upset, but upset, you know, that the Escape Academy DLC didn't have achievements. Though at some point I will buy that and just play it because I want to. Maybe if Jesse's up for a stream of that at some point. But yeah, it's just like, I really enjoyed that game and would have liked to have gotten more achievements. Oh, Escape Academy. There was the season pass with the extra areas, but there were no achievements, so sad face. Okay, side effect of the water. We're just gonna be right back. Yes, it's like, oh yes, the water, the water, the water, the water, the water, the water. Right. But yes, in answer to Wednesday, yeah, I don't know. There are lots of suggestions. It's Wednesday, you pick. I will do whatever. I know you have a hard stop, so if that has bearing on it. I can't say I'll be any much more awake. And I will, to be fair, I will also have a hard stop at the same time anyway, because I've got to go into the office the next day. So next Thursday's stream may not happen. Or it may be like late. Like as in, I got back, it's 9 o'clock, I'll do a little bit of power washing type thing, rather than I'm definitely going to stream. Because yeah, we have a quarterly thing, and I actually want to be able to go in and meet all the people, because there's not like a whole thing where everyone from the company sits on a call for 10 minutes in the morning like I used to do at my last place, which, because it doesn't make sense, because there's twice as many people and lots to do, but it does mean that if I want to meet sort of most people, I'm going to go in. But everyone's going to test, so it's all going to be safe. So yeah. Because I was like, I don't mind going in, but COVID. This is kind of pretty, this wall. But yeah, I'll probably do another half an hour just to wind down, because this sort of stream at least is very much I'm not going to be hyped at the end of it, because it's chill, but also I'm not going to finish this in half an hour. I'm not going to finish it in like an hour, so we'll say another half an hour, and then we'll save. Hi, ladder. So yeah, chill stream, nice and relaxed. No pressure. Are you still playing your Nikolai puzzle game, Jesse? I have to admit I was rather tired last night, and although I appreciated the soothing tones of your voice, I have no idea what the rules were. There was something with blobs. There were blobs. I got the blobs, but that was it. Yeah, I was out of it. Oh no! You lost your groove! That sucks. Oh, you're down to 10 left. Blimey. How many are there? I don't know how many there are in the game, so that doesn't sound like a lot left, but I don't know if that's like 50% or 75% or like 90%. 50. Okay, cool. So that's 80%. Yes, I really should play a lot of games. But even though they're ID games, I've only got the code for one of them. And I, at the moment, don't have any time for buying games that aren't promo games. Because I've got a ridiculous promo game backlog, and yeah. So, yeah. Maybe when I finished all the other games in existence. Or, you know, if I'm looking for a chill puzzle game and I've finished all my other chill puzzle games. Because, you know, I really need to clear out the backlog. Yes, exactly. The backlog is the real boss. Also possibly the real MVP. That's why I like the short ones that I can finish on stream. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where, yes, you have a backlog, yes, there's a whole bunch of games that you've started and not finished, but also, if you're having fun with what you're playing, even if it doesn't give you any achievements, it's okay. I don't remember if that one clicked. There we go. It's like, I was like, oh yeah, I've got like 4 weeks off in between jobs. I will sit down and play a long game. Because I'll have the time to dedicate to it. I mean, I'm sure I did, but I didn't. Did I sit down to play a long game? Did I? Because, like, no. I did at least get stuff done. It wasn't like I didn't get stuff done, but I definitely did not dedicate time to a long game. Just don't have time for long games anymore. Yeah. I feel that. I was trying to finish, like, pretty much trying to finish at least most of the games that I started. You know, try and keep my carrots up. But yeah, I just haven't really had any desire to play any particular games. I've been tired. And my random to-do list didn't really inspire me to play anything particular. I was just doing a nice, chilling puzzle whilst watching Jessie play a soothing puzzle. My puzzle did not require any brain, though, which was good, because I did not have any brain to give. Yeah, Game Pass levers is definitely a thing. Puppy prep? Ooh, do tell. So, share pictures. We like puppies. Yeah, I'm not really doing many of the targets on TA. It's like, I will do one if I, you know, have plenty of options and it's not going to be a pain in the ass. I did them all religiously at the beginning to get golds, and then I'm like, you know what, this is just not fun. It's not how I want to game. I don't want to play games in a genre that I don't like just for a little gold thing. So, I haven't done any this month. You're looking for a dog for 3 years and your friend's dog just had puppies. So you're getting a dog. That is awesome. Please tell us all about it. We are all here for the puppers and the kitties and any other type of floofs that people have. Though, you know, as long as I don't have to meet the puppets in real life so much because I have, or at least inside in real life because I have the allergies. Cocker Spaniel? Oh, is that the one that has the floppy ears? And yes, please put photos in the Discord. That would be appreciated. I like looking at pictures of cute dogs and occasionally meeting them outside, though I'm still working on my phobia. But yes, definitely enjoy looking at pictures. So far, I know that 2 of my new colleagues, have dogs that I have met on the stream. I do not know if anyone has cats. Interesting. I feel like you are going much further than I would. I don't think I would want to own one if I was still phobic. Oh, hello. I'd ask if you would clean my caravan, but I already know what your answer is. Yeah, sure. Stick it in my queue. Built using over something 16 million bricks. Wow, it's like Lego stats. Right, okay, so that tunnel wall is clean. But yes, and there does not appear to be a channel in the Slack for sharing pictures of said floofs. So I may have to remedy that. Because I like pictures of the floofs. Bird videos is also good. Yeah, so my phobia, treatment is, well, not so much treatment as, trying to do exposure is basically not running away when there are puppers outside. Yours is get an entire pupper. I respect that. And also think you are a wee bit mad. Yes. So far the work Discord is not massively noisy, which I guess is great, but also sometimes I need my distractions. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I have allergies, so it's not like I would ever get one, but it would be nice not to be terrified of them. Especially because, I don't want my niece to start being terrified of them either. So trying to be like, well, she can brave it, then I can do it. That's a clock up there. That was a freaking filthy clock. Yeah, so many fears. I get it. I did almost give my mum a heart attack though, because we had a slight incident with a spider when we were cleaning out a cupboard, and I may have been like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, because there was one just like literally crawling up her. I don't think she would have been scared of it, except that I frightened the life out of her. And it's not so much that I don't have arachnophobia, I don't like things crawling on me. But yes, exactly. Set a good example for the young'uns. But yeah, so I feel like, kids have enough anxieties these days without adding in, you know, adults in their lives as neuroses. To go with them, you know. They should be allowed to start with a blank slate and form their own fears from experience and trauma. I feel like Flock is going to need a ladder. Ah, no, there we go. I win. Not that it was a competition. I could make myself quite dizzy staring up at this thing. I have to applaud the genius of the person that sat down in a meeting or whatever and suggested we should do a power wash simulator. People will love that. Because, boy howdy, it worked. Oh no, I got stuck on a seat. There we go. It's like get enough distance so we can get the top bit. Right, 26%, not bad. I think we'll get to the end of this ceiling wall bit. That's probably a good section to say we'll do. I'm not sure that the wall got finished. There we go. There we go. I hadn't quite finished that bit of wall. That's a bit annoying. The other wall was green. This wall has pinky orange. Don't know why I didn't do this wall while I was up doing the door. I think I got distracted by a bit of the platform. Or possibly doing the other side of the wall. Ah, no, that was it. I came down, did this door. And then did the other wall, which then managed to miss some bits. But it's fine. I got them after the fact. Sorry. Me trying to convey I had an itchy nose. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. I have never reached the ending on an As Divine Hearts. Mind you, I haven't really put in the time. Actually, no, I lie. The first one I think I got close to the end and then needed to grind to level up to be able to beat like the last boss or whatever. And of course now, because I haven't gone back to it, it's going to be annoying. Oh, I'm a little ahead of you. Yeah, I just had to. But I got to a bit and I was like, I couldn't finish it, so was like, would have had to grind, and then I got a bit bored, and then abandoned it, and then, yeah, have not gone back. There wasn't a walkthrough when I played it. I could pick the ladder up. And then I'm not trying to wash around a ladder. And yes, I do realise I said I was going to clean that wall bit, and then I was done. You know me. Wow! Level 60 to 140. Blimey. I've probably gone way past wherever it is, and therefore I'm just stuck grinding something in some dreamland. It is a really hard game to put down. I am, however, hungry. I really want a snack before I go to bed, but also want to go to bed. But I can't go to bed if my tummy is grumbling. So my solution is, well, I'm just going to grind this for a little bit more. Maybe if I do these tracks, then, you know. Then I'll have done the entire side of this platform. There. Once we've done the entire side of this platform, then I will stop. Is As Divine one of your better completions than Jesse? Yeah. You're gonna use the series? Bloody hell. Those are long games. I mean, you know, good on you if it's getting you to complete stuff. I just didn't fancy doing that kind of thing. You can get 2 donuts bonus points. Well, good luck. Yeah, I honestly, if there's a walkthrough, that's great, as long as it has like controls and stuff in. Because yeah, if I pick that up again, I'd have to go back and do a walkthrough, I think. Unless it was really easy for me to figure out where I was. So it's been years. I think that was Dan asking about shoes. Games with shoes that you can take off is how the Skyrim talk. And now you've accidentally started a new playthrough. I mean, you know, if you enjoy it, then you do you. Yeah, yeah, if I mean, I don't remember what I was trying to do. I was just trying to finish. I was just trying to get a ending, an ending, I think, Jesse. But yeah, it depends on whether you can go back or not to, if I'm not in the right spot to do the grindy thing. But I'd have to pick up the game again. And honestly, I don't really see that happening. So, in actual fact, you're ahead of me because, you know, you remember what you're doing in the game. I mean, the thing is that, you know, achievements are not the be-all and end-all. I know, shock horror. And it's more about, you know, enjoying what you're playing. In a game. And playing how you want to play. Me, I enjoy streaming. I also enjoy playing these ridiculously time-consuming games, you know. I used to enjoy playing longer ones. My gaming style's changed, and it might change back. I still have hope for my Mass Effect Insanity playthrough. Mass Effect 2 Insanity playthrough. Construction begins on Muckingham to Covington branch in 1920, funded by a local businessman, Wilberforce Thrust, who was keen to provide an efficient means of transporting the workforce from the city to his thriving cattle ranches. It was fully unveiled by Mayor Jeff Jefferson X, who tragically passed away the self-same day for an incident related to the station's substandard construction, and you're asking me to clean it? And how long was it open for with its substandard construction? more moss here. Really hard for me to finish in the middle of a level. I know it saves, it's just really hard. I'm going to have to at some point very soon. Oh, it's weird not having that on. Right, this side is completely done, I think. I can't see any obvious bits. Just get a little bit clear. There we go. Yeah, so I've done all the pillars and the ceiling and the wires and the tracks. So yeah, so we've done apparently 43%. I guess that makes sense because like that's the bulk of it, and then there's a middle bit with the ceiling and what have you, and some seats. I haven't really seen any massively interesting graffiti. So yeah, okay, so if we hit save, that's saved. You can see a little spinny thing at the bottom. Okay. Right, we're stopping because we have to, because end of stream and also move. Oh, things clicked. Right, I will be back on Saturday with Murderous Muses. And potentially a giveaway. I can't commit to it yet because I haven't got my ID codes for the week. They will happen tomorrow, provided nothing goes wrong. So we'll see whether we get a code for a giveaway. But I definitely have a code for me streaming it. And then Sunday I'm doing the next chapter of Arcade Spirits, the new challenges, and I have codes to give away, plural, Steam and Xbox. And I might do a Gleam giveaway on Twitter and socials for another chance to win. Just because I don't think I get enough people watching the stream to do that, because they're nominated for the Gamer Awards, Gay with a Y. So, you know, people playing TNC getting codes to give away, which is really, really cool. That thanks to P-Cube and also Peachy Ann, who's one of the writers, or possibly the writer, definitely one of the game devs. So yeah, so that's cool. More details to follow. I will sort that out tomorrow, hopefully. I'm not too tired. No, I've got a thing after work. Okay, well, we'll probably sort it out Saturday morning then. But yeah, so looking forward to the weekend streams. Hopefully be slightly more awake. Not that we were particularly asleep, but I didn't have much brain. It was nice. You know, and nothing else. Nothing, just spray. Just clean, just wash. So we did a monster truck, we did a Ferris wheel, and we did 43% of a subway. That number makes my skin itch, but we have to stop because it's bedtime. But yes, thank you very much everyone for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Really appreciate the company and the chat, and I'm now hungry, so I've got to get a snack before I go to bed. But it will mean that I won't wake up in the middle of the night, hopefully, so, you know, it all balances out. So yeah, I have been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. I have a very sore neck now. And have a great rest of your day. I will hopefully see you in my next stream.